Let's take a look at this strange algebra tau / polynomials factoring type question. You are asked to factor 2x squared minus 13x plus 15 and represent it with math tiles. You have the following tiles in your collection. You have these in your Pokemon card set. We have 2x squared and we have a bunch of negative x tiles. What additional tiles do you need to represent the total area of the two factors? So the key here is to look at this trinomial and factor it. This question is tricky because we're trying to wonder what this question is asking about. The area of the two factors, the factors means the factors of this trinomial, we're going to factor it. The area is the inside part here. I'm hoping that you know how to factor this trinomial. Use the techniques that you've learned in the past. Use your technique to find that this factored becomes 2x minus 3 times x minus 5. So this is 2x minus 3, x minus 5. It doesn't really matter which way goes which, but this here is the area. Work it out here. X times x is x squared. X times x is x squared. X times negative 1 is negative x, etc. And negative 1 times positive x is negative x all the way across here. And finally, negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. Two negatives make a positive, and this pattern repeats for all these positive 1 tiles over here. Now the thing is, we already have in our collection 2 x squares, and the x squares here and here. We already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 2 is 12, 13. We already have 13 negative x tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 2 is 10. Another 3 here is 13. So we already have all these except for these. So these are the tiles that we need to complete the set. What additional tiles do we need to represent the total area of the two factors? We need 15 positive 1 tiles. I'm just going to factor this so that you can see where this came from. So in a previous video, you would see how exactly we can factor, and there's many ways to factor, but let's just try this without taking too much time here. So I'm going to rewrite this without the coefficient of 2 here, x squared minus 13x, just copying it down here. 2 times the last term here is going to be positive 30. And this is a trick, so we're not writing equals. We're going to factor this normally. X times x is x squared. And the question is, what two numbers multiply to be positive 30, yet add to be negative 13? So because we have a negative and a plus sign here, we know it's going to be negative, negative. And then I'm thinking 10 and 3. This is negative 3x, negative 10x becomes negative 13x. Negative 10 times negative 3 is positive 30, so this looks correct. We divide by the coefficient here, which is the a value, 2. And I'm going to simplify this, cross it out, and rewrite this as a 5. And I'm going to promote this number 2 up here. And so what we end up with is x minus 5. And because the denominator gets promoted in front of the x, we get 2x minus 3 as the factored form. This x minus 5 is over here, x minus 5, and the 2x minus 3 is over here, 2x minus 3. So when you get this type of question, the key is to remember to factor and to draw the picture and think about what you have and think about what you're missing. Just factor carefully. Keep up the good job, you're doing amazing.